Gentlemen, recording, take 1, take 2. Hey everyone, ColeB here. As you know, this is going to be episode 13 of the show. Alright, so I'm here with this guy. He looks pretty interesting. Who are you?
My name is Ryan Booth.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Ryan. Booth.
I make movies.
Okay, Ryan said he makes movies. Could you elaborate on that?
I shoot movies with a camera, and we usually hire actors or find musicians, and we film them doing their thing.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So would you say, are you like a director or what?
I would say I'm a director, yeah.
Sweet. So tell us a little bit about like what movies you've done, or maybe interesting things you've worked on.
So I started out as a director of photography, so I shot movies first. So I've shot more movies than I've directed movies. Okay. So I don't have a lot that I can say that I directed. I've directed a lot of music videos.
Okay. Like who? Anybody?
Probably not people you're super familiar with, but a guy named David Ramirez, a band called The Lone Bellow.
No.
A singer named Noah Gunderson.
I mean, I've heard of him.
Cool. That's about it. There's some other ones, but if you haven't heard of those, then you definitely haven't heard of the other ones.
All right, cool. Well, that sounds cool. Have you seen any famous actors or done anything famous or something?
Some.
Okay.
Some things I probably can't talk about.
Serious?
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah.
Well, what about things you can talk about?
Okay. So, no.
Who is the hottest girl celebrity you've ever saw in person?
Go. Nicole Kidman.
She's pretty hot. So Ryan, are you a fan of the show?
I am a huge fan of the show.
Really? That's crazy. Who would have thought, you know? Tell me a little bit, like, how you got into the show. Like, what got you hooked? Like, was it an episode? Was it a certain guest? Like, what was it about the show that made you decide to become a fan?
I decided to become a fan after I saw an episode with your boss, Jordy Wax.
Okay, so episode 1.
Okay, so episode 1. So I've been a fan since the beginning, apparently.
Wow, that's great. How many any favorite, any other than Jordy, any favorite scenes or anything?
Oh no, I've only seen Jordy's.
Wow. So everyone, Ryan Booth here. He's a director for movies and music videos and stuff. He's a pretty legit guy. It may seem like we're joking, but we're not. He's our first semi-celebrity appearance we've had. And by semi-celebrity, this guy's got 12,000 followers on Instagram. Which one of you viewers has 12,000 followers on Instagram? Probably no one. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
That has been... Instagram is fun. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yep. Where you live, Ryan?
I live in Houston, Texas.
Okay, so Ryan drove down here from Houston, Texas, just to be with us on episode 13 of the show.
Can I break in? Yeah. I'm just, every time you point the microphone at me, I notice this thing on your hand. I was wondering if you could explain that.
All right, so I don't know if this can show up on the camera, but I cut my finger right here in the shape of an L. That's a legitimate cut. And so I wrote a C, a backwards C. It's an L. It's an L. It's a backwards L, and so I wrote a backwards C and then a B because that's my initials, and I was bored at dinner tonight.
I thought I heard you say, does anybody have a pen? Because I have a great idea for a logo for my name.
Yeah, well, Ryan, it's been a delight having you, a professional, semi-famous person on the show. You've probably been one of the cooler guests we've had, or I guess I should say the guest with the most followers on Instagram. So follow Ryan on Instagram. I'll put like a link right here maybe to give you more followers. Before we go, Ryan, do you have anything to say to our guests as a closing statement?
I think if you ever have the opportunity to be on ColeB's show, you should definitely be on ColeB's show.
All right, Ryan, we really appreciate that. Thanks for being on the show. You can follow me. So that's been episode 13 of the show. We thank you for tuning in. That's it. That's the show. I just want to say, hold on, before we turn off all the lights and stuff and quit changing the color temperature here. I had a little. I missed. I don't know how I'm gonna put this in, but I missed episode 12 of the show. I was a week late. I was a week late on publishing that episode, and I just want to say sorry. I got real busy, and they're turning down the lights. So I'll just bye, guys.